Welcome to Dicesylvania, where a bunch of lovable geeks from Romania who play D&D have authentic vampire, original English. This is the third episode of VIM, the Tale of Immortality. And this is a campaign featuring, as you've seen, a unique setting with a rotating cast of 15 plus adventurers and a folklore-inspired narrative with motifs, superstitions, and dire consequences. For those who are curious what is about to happen and what happened last time, please check the recap here at the I button above me. It's above me, guys, it's above me! And then immediately return to this video. Sorry, Vampire English. Because otherwise, you'll be missing something very important within the first minutes of this adventure.
We're in danger.
I am your terribly excited GM for today's session, Karla Georgescu, and we will be presenting our heroes, starting with Len.
I'm just terrible.
Karina.
I'm excited.
Rareș.
I'm concerned.
Ionut.
I am.
Ruxandra.
I'm just happy to be here.
And Count Bear. Excellent.
I froze.
I love you guys.
I never freeze.
I love you guys so much.
I froze.
Let's go and discover what is VIM, the Tale of Immortality. Within the Tomb of Time, in this ancient cave-like museum whose energy permeates through your very essence, the situation is as it follows. The door was open, the platinum door built within the floor with the ever-present circular symbol, its edge uneven, and inside a deep dark water where, if you look closely enough, shyly, you see stars. In the distance, and the frame of the door, the circular frame, has snapped because of your failure to untie the knots in due time, and now the room is flooded with the same dark water and separates the room with a stream. On one side we have Kate, Shaq, Jen, and Gregory, with the rest of the museum and items and the entry from where you came from. And on the other side, we have Hebdom, Jarek, and Lucius. Lucius was holding tightly an old tattered maroon book decorated with stars and two swirls animated with darkness and light, and it writes the Book of VIM. And then a red manifestation appeared. A handsome humanoid, hair pushed back, with cuts and eyes of gleaming gold. Martis, arms stretched, calling out, "Now." What do you do?
Put a hand on your shoulder and then look towards Martis. Is this what we've been looking for?
You have it. Come towards me.
I will clutch the book. Finally! And you see that his meager facade breaks and he becomes more stronger, like he's here. He's finally found it. We can raise ourselves from the mud. and become what we always meant to be. No more shall we fear the night. No more shall our children suffer alone, left to fend for themselves. No more hunger, no more pillaging. And above all, no longer shall these things have the goal to think they are better than us. Truth be told, you are all just a means to an end. Our end.
Martis grins, and this red energy emanates from his presence as he stretches his arm towards Lucius.
I'm sorry, Gregory. You are a good leader, but you are not what we need. You don't have the courage to do what must be done. You can't.
I try to throw my shield with the insignia of the tree sapling and get the book out of his hand.
So you're trying to aim at the book,
Yes,
particularly on the other side then.
I'd like to throw it.
Okay.
Do we also see this? How far apart are we? Do we see and hear
It's
this?
about 15 feet, but 10 feet marks the stream of the
stream,
dark, ominous water.
Because
And
no, go ahead.
and I would like to say, right before I throw it, I take a glimpse at the orange star above, if it's still visible, and if you are true Mercury, come. If you are seeing this, and then throw the shield.
We're gonna return to your speech in a second. You throw the shield. The DC for this particular shot, like to miss the book, is gonna be a 20. Like to push the book with the shield from his arm.
I can't reach that with dexterity.
With dexterity, but not a 20 dex. It's gonna be the DC to hit the book.
Okay, so what am I?
You're throwing your shield. It's an improvised weapon, and you're trying to hit it. But the DC to hit it is gonna be a 20 to just.
So it's a throw as in strength.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. It's a yes. Wow.
It's a 20.
It's a 17 for a total of 22.
As you
Wow.
clutch the book, from the other side, a shield. A humble shield painted with green, and the picture of the tree sapling, the hope of green. Well, he throws the shield and he pushes the book from your side.
Can I try to grab it?
The shield.
The book, not the fuck the shield.
The book the shield pushes the book, and it falls a bit further apart behind you. You can try to go after it.
I will do that.
I want to take out my bow and try to prevent him from doing that.
Okay.
Do I see that?
You're
Like,
with
we're-
your back going for the
We're
book.
15
Yeah.
feet apart.
Also one. Something.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you try to hit. This is the
Oh
surprise.
no!
How much is it?
But for initiative, I think.
No, for the hit.
Oh, for the hit. Let me see.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's 19.
Okay.
No.
You get pierced with the arrow.
But not to hit him. Just
Is
to,
it the book?
just to deter, like
Oh, okay.
somewhere between him and the book, just
Okay,
to
so
deter
to
him.
do this, the DC will increase by 2. How much is it?
19.
19. Okay, with 17. Okay, you still do that. Like you push with the arrow, it flies and pushes the book further apart. It's still on the other side of the river. You flip him off. Initiatives.
15.
So 20 to 15 or above 20.
18.
Jen, okay.
A natural 20 for a total of 18.
And Greg.
Gregory's not used to acting without the chant in the background.
15, 20.
15.
Okay, Lucius. 10, 15.
14. 12.
Have the
12.
Shak. Jarek. Fuck. Okay, sorry. Jarek. Okay. And
Who's left?
4. 8.
Who's first, Gregor or Jen?
Jen.
But wait,
Because of
isn't
Dex.
like don't we all get to act once?
No, this was like a surprise on
Okay.
and now it's in the order. So the situation is the following: the Lucius is after the book. Arrow derails its trajectory. Lucius was in the middle of the speech, and now who gets to act first is Jen with Gregory next.
I'm just going to hold my action to protect myself if something comes at me. Stand my ground, and I will say, what is the meaning of this? Are you the betrayer from the constellation? This is what's happening. I'm confused, lah.
Okay, Gregory.
If I can, I will try to jump over the small river, I hope. And
A 10 feet now wider river.
okay.
So it's gonna be a dark, ominous water.
Okay. I think I can do that even with a standing jump.
Okay.
Do you know how?
Yeah.
I was actually just looking exactly
It's
at this.
your
You can, if you leap half, if you want to do a standing jump, you have your half of your distance. So if your strength is 20
Yeah.
and the river is 10 feet wide,
Yeah.
you
You
can
can jump
do a
10
standing jump to the other side.
That's what I do.
Okay, you do a standing jump.
And with whatever movement I have left, I would like to go towards the book. And if I have to use dash, I will use dash, and I will want to end my movement on the book with my
Okay.
foot on it.
You advance, and in the second that you get in front of Martis, a red shield appears, just shielding off Hebdom, Lucius, and Yarek on the other side. Yarek looks at Kate, confused, as time flows slower than ever. Well, you tell me what you do. You used half your movement by now.
Did I manage to jump on the other
You
side?
jumped smoothly, strongly. You see Gregory just jumping and going, reaching, and when it reaches the line of Martis, this shield covers and engulfs them all.
With the book in it.
What's the ground made of? What is the ground made of?
Stone.
We found this is an episode where we find out that Gregory can burrow through stone.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Lucius is next.
Okay. Mercury, give me strength! And I would like to bash my hammer into the stone, trying to make a ripple through the stone
Okay.
and bury the book.
Okay, so you're trying to make a ripple. Hit the stone. Give me a hit the stone.
Hit the stone. Okay. Let's see. It's 21. I think. Yeah.
Okay, so with the 21, the stones hear this like strong sound of the hammer against rock, and dust lifts for a second. And behind you, from the door that's opened, with the dark waters, with the constellation, something boils. And something tries to break through. And you see this amethyst liquid just flowing in air, and it's coming directly at you, and this goo just sticks on your armor. And then something else happens. As you invoke Mercury, please give me a persuasion.
Okay.
This is not all happening in 6 seconds. We're just trying to make order.
That's 24.
You're rolling good today.
Okay. So, With a 24, the star from above disappears. And appears the well-known visage of the manifestation that called itself Mother. Covered eyes with jewelry and covered the hairpiece with jewelry, and the symmetrical face appears on the other side of the shield. And you see the manifestation has its eyes closed, and this gleaming golden tears just falling down their cheek as Mercury says, "I'm sorry. It's something that we have to do."
And my turn.
Seeing all this shit, I will stop grabbing the book. I will grab Jarek by the hair, bring it to him, to me, and put the knife to his throat. If you try anything, this mongrel gets it.
You son of a bitch, let go!
If you try anything, I will make sure that your fucking race will die. We will hunt you down, we will burn you at the stake.
What did we ever do to you?
And I will stay like this. And I'll say one more thing. Hebdom, the book, please.
Hebdom, it's your turn. With Shock next. Oh, this is getting intense!
Yeah!
What the hell?
Hair cover.
Okay, seeing all of this, like, Hebdom is definitely taken aback a little bit by Lucius. I knew the world had to end for this, but I wouldn't have expected you to become this. I would just put the hand on your shoulder, cast protection from evil and good on you, but I'll then pick up the book and say,
Do you open it?
yes. And well, before I open it, I'll say to the rest that we need to destroy this world in order to forge a better one. Well, how could you make it even worse in a world that's already broken? What else could you destroy? But yeah, then I take the book and I open it and try to continue.
And as you open it, you see inside, swirling information, constellations, intertwining, just like a vivid image, just ever changing with patterns and lines, and against a backdrop of darkness and universe. You can't make much of it, but it speaks to you. Shock.
Okay. I also jump to the other side, and you see like Shock has a bit wide eye looking at Lucius and even smiling slightly, and then I want to turn to Matthias, which is there.
With his
Martis.
Martis, sorry, Martis.
Martis is
Martis.
holding the shield and holding his arm stretched. He's facing Gregory right now.
Okay. Well, I'm near Gregory. I want to go like and lean on Gregory like this. You once said you need warriors. How about a little bit of conflict? Let me in. Let me partake in what is happening there. Let's make this interesting.
Okay, persuasion.
And Chuck smiles with a... It's a 17.
Okay. Okay, this is your turn. Jarek.
Oh, so he doesn't reply now, right?
Let's do the replying now.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the music. Do you think that all the characteristics and features you have, you invented them, you're the master of them? No, this is not what is happening, and you hear some distressing sounds in the background. I, Martis, the demigod of war, lust and trickery is no match for you, Shaklashak.
I have never claimed otherwise. Clearly it is in your own agency to act as you please. I was merely trying to make a suggestion.
I'm not letting snakes inside my kingdom.
At this point, like Shak's demeanor like changes from this jokey to a very serious one, and that's how.
Yarek, it's turn. He's grappled by. Please give me a strength to see if you can hold him. He can escape.
Come on, whisper. It's a 17.
Okay, I rolled a 10. So he tries to the half-breed, the small half-breed Ravenflock. It's who's still clutching tightly the bag with the shield and the other magical item. The peacock. It's holding tight, and he looks towards you. He says, "Kate, I'm solving this. Please, I'm solving this. Trust me." And he tries to get out, and then desperately he's trying to pull through, and then gets a dagger and tries to with disadvantage snap him. It's an 8. It doesn't meet your AC. He tries to wound Lucius. It's not happening. And then next is Kate.
You know, you think because I'm last, I've had plenty of time to prepare, but
You can use your action to cry if you can.
well, I am crying internally.
It's a
that's
free
for
action,
sure.
it's a free action.
It's a free action to cry.
Bonus action, wipe nose.
Interacting with tears.
I still have my bow at the ready, but I'm just angrily looking at Lucius while concerned for Yara, because I see he's trying to escape, but he can't. And I just look at him and say, You fear the monsters, but you've become the monster yourself. Take a look in the bloody mirror and let him go. He did nothing to you. And I still hold my position in case they lower the shield.
Jen, top of the... No, it's Marty's next, top of the round. Come to me, children. Let that mongrel... Do you want to take it?
Yeah, he can be useful.
He stretches one hand, and then to you, Hebdom. Jen, you're next. Getting ready, you see here's his eyes gleaming for a second, and getting ready.
I would like to get ready my arrow and bow. Just outstretch it. Check a little bit what's happening in the water with the hand. And
Perception. It's not that it was a blob just piercing through that's now stick
15.
to Gregory. It looks the dark shade of the dark shade of, I don't know, black, indigo, and then it lights up and becomes purple now. How much?
15.
15. And with the 15, you see something else. From the opening in the floor, from where you open the door, a dark smoke manifests. And Martis turns his eyes towards you and asks, "Oh, you didn't untie the knots fast enough, right? And you did not close the door. Come. It's coming." Gregory.
He says to us, come.
Not to
To
you,
us.
to he's looking towards Lucius. This is what you
But
see
I
with the
didn't
perspective.
finish what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted.
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to back away 15 feet of my 35 feet of movement with my bow. And as I back away, I say, "Shame on you. You beat the hen who fed you." And I spit, looking at Lucius. I end my turn.
You need an attack roll for this.
On the ground.
To see if it reaches Lucius.
No, I'm not gonna reach you.
Gregory.
You have a lot of strength.
Seeing what Mercury did, Gregory says to her, I will keep trying, and if I fail, I'll have to trust you. And with the other hand, he takes out the other hammer, the one that was associated with the green light, looks at it. I don't know who you are, but if you agree to this, this is your chance to do nothing about it. And then I try to smash with that hammer the barrier, the shield.
As you smash it with the hammer, a green light emanates. And behind the shield, another manifestation appears. This one is of a green hue, translucent like the others. It wears a small crown, and is that of an old woman. Braids, long and intertwining in the front. Wizened, saged visage with the tattoo marking of gold just looking in your eyes. And she says, your sacrifice will not be forgotten. For those who have the most power need to serve their purpose.
I will yield no sacrifice. And that's
You have been marked. You're no use to us anymore.
that's my turn.
Lucius.
Before I
And
grab
have
the
them.
hand of Martis, I will say, don't worry, Gregory. I'll make sure they will remember you as a hero. The age of suffering has stopped. The age of man has come. And I'll grab the hand of Martis.
He
that's
holds the action still. Have them.
Oh, my turn. Habdom, like, it's quite lost in just looking through this and almost, I don't know, not really by control, but like even without just moving his gaze from the book, he extends his hand.
Be mindful of the camera.
Yep, sorry. So, yeah.
Do you wanna say something else?
Not really, like, Habdom's mind, it's lost in all the information. His, like, the mind, he's absorbing all of this stuff, so...
And as
Can't
you
really
grab,
focus.
as Habdom clasps the hand of Martis, in that second, the shield swallows itself in, and they bamf, leaving specks of dust, red dust. The two other visages, the red one and the orange one, they dissipate. And please, Lucius and Urs and Ler, please rise from the table. It's happening.
Adios, suckers.
Let's have fun.
If you can adjust a little bit, moving the chairs and towards the center.
Okay.
Something else is happening right
I
now.
had my turn afterwards.
We're not.
I need more space, but
We're still gonna act on the initiative. But it's unlimited.
You don't see Lee right now, but he's dancing behind the camera.
I knew it.
I imagine that's what
A
Lucius
bit
would do.
more.
Go shove yourself
A
in the
bit
fridge,
more, a bit
please,
more.
and cool yourself.
If you guys can help me with the chairs. So, the dark smokes manifest. And it rises higher and higher. And you remember it was midday when we reached here, when the stars aligned and the sun came. You know, at the 8 miles under the earth, you're in, you see an opening. And the dark smoke is creeping higher and higher and higher, covering the view of the sky. It's getting dark and dark, and rocks start falling from the sky, and from the pit that's still open, in the dark water something pops out. It's trying to break, stretching like rubber, revealing a bony face that goes and stretches and stretches from the waters. Shaq, you're next.
Does that bony face remind you of anything?
It's just as a face would push through a drape made of darkness and stardust. This is how it looks.
Okay. Looking at this and looking at what's happened, Shaq will pull out a dagger, and he will take a deep breath and impale himself with the dagger, and twist and pull, and then take out a chunk of flesh from his chest and hold it upside, and he will say, "You, I know you are watching. Are you prepared to change the status quo? Are you prepared to have a new world that is no longer under your control? Do something if you care. Hormuz." And I smash, I crush the piece of flesh in my hand, letting it drop upon me. That's my turn.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Oh no, it's a 13.
With a 13, you get but a glimpse of the manifestations you've seen before, of the visage, of the visions inside your mind. Red, orange, gleaming eyes popping, and you hear, "Uruz, run."
Okay. Well, in that case, by the way, do I take some damage from? I'm guessing, right?
From the psychic damage 1d6. Please roll for it.
No, I meant like physical damage from me actually.
Also, yeah, from the manifestation.
Not the damage you were expecting.
Yeah,
both.
of them,
Nice.
Of them.
Let's
Take
double
it
down
from
on that.
me. So as this vision comes into your mind, your head hurts. You get 1d6 psychic damage, and as
Do I
you
roll
hurt
it?
yourself, yeah.
Okay.
Please.
3 psychic damage.
And I think it would be piercing damage as well.
Piercing
Or
slashing.
slashing, yeah.
And as this
slashing.
happens, you see the figure just pushing through more and more, and it's a hunched, draped, tall, shrouded figure of a veil, dark, made of the same texture that you saw within the opening. And it makes like this screeching sounds at the point, and it starts to lash something at you. Next is...
Wait, and I want to run as my actual movement.
Okay, how much is your movement? Because this is gonna be a running bit.
It's 30 feet, but do I see any kind of exit from this?
Yeah, it's the one that you came from. Through the tunnel that you came from, you have to go through the items displayed on pedestals and through the tunnel.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run 30 feet.
30
But
feet.
were the items on the side we were trapped in, or on the side?
Both sides, but the most of them are on the side you're trapped in.
I'm trapped, so he'd have to jump the river
He was
again.
on the other
I
side.
can jump 23 feet.
Okay, you jump 23 feet and then run a little bit. He's now, let's say, 10 feet in front of you guys.
In front of, but I also retreated.
Retrieve, it's in line with Jen. How much did you retrieve?
15.
15. It's Jen 5 feet and then Shaq. Okay, next. Jarek, no more. Kate.
You see Kate trying to hold her stance because she had the bow ready, but she's shaking, and not because of that creature that just came out of the water. She just lost her best friend again, and this time it feels more permanent. So she's trying not to break down, but seeing the creature, she's trying to compose herself, and just snaps the arrow back and tries to shoot. Let me use another die. Vic, this is for you.
At what?
At the creature that just emerged from. Okay, nice. It's a 22.
So it hits right in the middle of its stretched out rubbery face made out of the dark matter that's manifesting in front of you. It hits. As our arrow gets through, engulfed and eaten.
Oh shit.
I
would like to run after the others. And I
Okay,
have,
your
like,
feet,
30 feet.
30 feet.
You see me dashing.
You can actually go 60.
I can actually.
Yeah, but
Wait,
she
I'm
used
gonna use my action.
It's a bonus action.
Actually.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Kate
she's a bonus
goes. It's
I don't have.
Oh, it's
Level
level
1.
1.
Yeah, put
Yeah?
one.
No, just 30 feet.
30 feet.
It's fine.
So now Kate is in line with Jen. Gregory.
Gregory would like to hit his normal hammer, then go to pick up his shield, and then follow the others, jump over the river, and dash to the exit.
Okay, so now you're approximately 25 behind the last person, which is Shak, because you turned back where the shield was, and yeah, 25. So it goes like this: Jen and Kate. So we know Jen and Kate are on the same line. Then it's Shak, 5 feet behind it, 5 feet behind them, and then Gregory 25. As it's the creature's turn, and it latches.
I think the creature's turn was after my initiative.
It has maybe legendary actions,
Oh, okay.
and it latches towards Gregory, trying to catch him. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Me? Gregory? Oh, him.
Dashing through the nope.
Nope, nope.
You'll be rolling high all day.
Yeah,
It's
but-
okay. And it rhymes.
Prepare to be
Gregory
surprised.
is a slow-mo kind of guy.
To be disappointed.
It's a free.
It's a 3
So
action.
you see how Gregory is fully swallowed by this drape. You see long drapes that look alive just stretching towards him, entangling in with a shimmering hue of purple and latching towards you and swallowing him behind, and you're incapacitated.
Gregory.
And you here.
Why are you smiling?
It's the
And you
frightened
hear
smile.
in your
you know?
mind, as you take 1d6 psychic damage, please roll me for this.
One! Woo!
Yay!
Yeah.
Vic helping us today. Thank you, Vic. We love you.
You hear, "Why are you here?" This cold, stained, stern voice inside your mind. Why are you here?
I can reply.
If you want.
We were tricked, used by the almost gods of the night sky.
You sense a smile, and now after you answer, you can give me a strength to escape.
Okay. It's a natural one.
One.
It's a total of under 10.
You're still swallowed inside. Do you guys run?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Jen,
I will use my full action to dash 70 feet because I have 35.
Okay. 75. Gregory.
Actually,
As I run, I say, sorry, Gregory.
actually, no, I wouldn't run.
You wouldn't. Okay.
Do I have
The look worked.
But after Jen is Gregory's turn because it was acting on the.
Okay.
But we would say it's not right. We would say he answered on his turn, and then because that would be fair. And then you gave me the strength. Now it's Shaq, then Kate, and then we resume.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I added it, but in my starting equipment, would I have a rope?
Yes.
Stop my idea.
I take the rope and I make this big. He's stationary, right?
You see just a blob of drapes, dark as the night and as the universe. You don't see Gregory.
Okay. I make a large lasso and I throw it towards the whatever is in there, and I try to pull with my full strength to try to.
Throw it inside. It gets eaten. It gets inside. Now a rope appears next to you, and let's see what you do with this next turn.
Okay. Well, anyway, the rope, you see it moving slightly as I start running away slowly, and then. So basically, on his turn, he's gonna be able to see the moving rope.
Okay, so you don't move anymore this turn because if you move, you get the rope out. Do you wait 6 seconds if he grabs or not?
Yeah. I wanna see if
Okay.
it grabs something or not.
Okay. So we have a -5. So Jen now is with an advantage of 75 feet in front of you. It's actually 80 because you were 80 feet in front of you. Kate.
But you know what? Double the chances for Gregory. I will, because I'm further up ahead and I'm pretty sure I can't throw a rope this far. I'm gonna tie it to an arrow. I'm gonna try to shoot it in the blob.
Okay, give me. If you roll lower than a 5, you're gonna hit Gregory.
Okay, that's. You can take it. It's just an arrow. I'm gonna pull you with an arrow through your hand. So lower than 5, I hit him. Okay, come on. It's a 7. It's a 7 plus with.
I was
plus
concerned it's
4.
a 1.
Okay, no, it's 11.
Misses the drapes.
Shit.
What do you do next? Do you run? You're at 5 feet in front of Shaq. What do you do?
No, I'm gonna get. I mean, I get closer to him to try to pull on the rope. Just
So
in
you
case
go
there's
back.
something attached to him.
Whew.
Oh no.
Okay.
You rolled a natural 20. I know that face.
I didn't roll anything. I didn't roll anything yet.
But we heard clickety-clack.
So, the next is the thing before Gregory, and it's gonna try to latch on to one of you. Roll me give me a roll, please. Who has the lowest? It's
Gonna be the target.
Oh shit. Oh, wait.
maybe
You rolled
escapes. I don't know. Who
40.
has the
Oh, it's
lowest?
dexterity.
If they roll the same, none of them get attacked.
It's a dex check.
No, just
The
give me
rollies.
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 Oh.
14 for me.
If they both roll the same, none of them get attacked.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay, so
I'm
Shaq,
in danger.
a drape
Chuckles.
latches onto you and tries to swallow you. Give me a dex saving throw.
Can I use my reaction to catch him?
It's a 10.
It's okay. You get swallowed by the thing, and now you're incapacitated. And you hear inside your mind this stern, cold voice asking, "What have you done? Why have you opened the door?" Psychic damage.
How much?
1d6.
5. Let's go. And I'm hurt already, so.
So you start bleeding from the eyes and from the nose and from the ears as you take internal damage, and you're now swallowed. And on your turn, you can give me a strength to escape. It was the thing. Now it's Jen. With an advance of 35 feet, running down the tunnel. What
70, 80 actually.
80 actually, yeah, 80. I keep looking at the thing wrong.
What is taking so long? And I keep running.
Okay. So now it's with the 17.
150.
I don't know these guys. I came with the humans who betrayed me, so
5,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
155 feet in front. She's running. You're and you hear what's happening? Your companions reacting. Next is Gregory. Strength saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay. So no advantage. Okay. It's a 12.
You needed a 14. You still inside, and you hear another question popping in your head. Why are you marked? 1d6 psychic damage.
3. And the answer. They said it's for sacrifice.
Oh, shock. Strength saving throw.
It's a 18.
Okay, with an 18, you push through. It dissipates. The drape dissipates in dark purple smoke. You see some glimmering stars, and you break free. What do you do?
I start running and also grabbing at the rope, try to run with it.
Ah, you had advantage. I'm sorry. You had advantage because you had the rope. You can roll again. Maybe you can retcon it. I forgot about the rope.
I even said it.
You didn't say
Don't
about
kill
the
us
rope.
so quickly!
You didn't say about the rope.
It's a natural one. It's okay.
Oh my god.
So you grab the rope.
Do I feel like it's...
It's light.
Hmm?
It's light.
Then I just grab it and keep running.
You grab, and the rope gets pulled, and you run. And
30
you run.
feet, yeah.
30 feet. And now you are at 30
But
feet.
you also have a rope in it.
Yeah, but the rope is not tied to anything.
Is, I missed the blob. Yeah, it landed next.
Shaq, it was your turn, 30 feet. Kate.
Okay. And is are the curtains moving forward, or they're just staying in place where
Staying
Gregory
in place
is?
where Gregory is.
Okay. And they didn't engulf the arrow that I shot.
They didn't react to it, no.
They didn't react to it. Okay. I'm gonna try to shoot another arrow, and I'm gonna
Do you run?
I
or-
can drag the rope back and just shoot it again.
But do you run?
After the shot, yes. If this doesn't work, I run.
Okay, but you're in melee now with the thing. What Shaq was.
Yes.
Okay. Do you take a little bit do you go a bit further so you can aim better?
So you don't have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I use all my movement, and then shoot my shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this works. Okay.
So yeah, you're at 30 feet now, and you shot.
It's a 22.
Okay, you hit it inside. An arrow just pierces through with a rope tied to it. For your next turn. So you run. This is your turn, Jen.
I keep running.
You hear nothing from the tunnel, getting further away.
I keep running, and an idea pops out. Maybe because I run way faster than anyone, I have time to retrieve something.
What?
Go back to the tomb and retrieve the 2 tapestries. This is my goal.
Okay.
And nobody can see me do that.
Okay.
Nice. While we're drowning in evil blob, Jen is like shopping, like in the card.
Of course,
Doing things
I
the type
don't
of
know
street.
you guys.
Coming back to serious matters, Gregory, give me a strength with advantage.
Okay.
As you see the rope.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you pull the rope as it's pulling, as Kate is tugging at it, and you feel
Tension.
tension, and you're using it to have momentum and to drag yourself out. As you break through the drape, smoke dissipates in the same purplish color. And what do you do now?
I yell to Kate and Shaq is still in the blob?
No, he's out.
Oh,
You see Kate from where you're standing. You see Shaq is at 90 feet distance. Kate is at 40.
Okay. So I yell, run! And I start running if I can,
Okay, you can.
while holding the rope.
So you run 30 feet. This is your pace. You're at 20. Cool. As you're holding a rope and you're running, you're connecting with Kate. Next, Shaq.
Do I see that Gregory managed to jump out?
Yes.
As I'm running desperately, I dash as an action. Shaq looks a bit behind, smiles, and speaks to himself as in he's comforting himself. Good. Gregory was not that entities to kill. Phew.
Okay, you run.
You don't know this?
I don't know this.
Don't do meta. Kate.
Okay, Kate is relieved that Gregory got out of there. And I just.
No, go.
It's not out yet.
Yeah, I bet. So I am going to dash.
Means 60,
So 60 feet.
90. You're at 90 feet now.
Does she pull me with her? Because I'm
I
holding
pull
the
on
rope.
the rope, yeah.
Strength to see if you move. Or you can move, half of your speed and drag Gregory a bit further with you.
You know,
You can
yeah,
move
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you're at 60 and Gregory adds a 30, which makes the math, a lot of math. It's just 10 feet between you two now.
Great.
I hope I did the math right. Yeah, half speed, ta-da. Yeah, that's right. So it's just 10 feet between you. As she runs a little bit slower, and she keeps the distance from how further she pulled you. Now, after Kate is the thing, just screeches. And you see just drapes and smoke latching after you, and they reach and barely enough to almost latch at Gregory, but still not enough.
Oh.
What do you do next? Do you keep running?
Me, I keep running.
Okay, this adds another. Okay, so you have an advantage from now on, and then it will double. You're gonna have, I think, a bit of an advantage, and you keep running and running. Do you guys stop for anything? Yeah?
Yep.
What do you stop for?
Like as Chuck is running and holding on to his wound, like suddenly, like in a panic, he stops and then quickly starts checking himself and for the little leather pouch where Vash is, and looks to see if, like in the whole blob thingy, he didn't lose Vash.
You look, and you don't see him. And then, from a different shot that it comes, there is.
Like suddenly, this look of horror is on Chuck's face, and when he takes on Vash and says, "I would not have known what I would have done without you. Take care, take greater care." And after he manages to compose himself, he keeps running. But he doesn't dash for that round.
And you move, and you run, and because you stopped a little bit to have this conversation, you're now all running in turn. And at a point, it's been an hour, it's been 3, like a fever starts overtaking you, and you're heart is pulsating and pumping, and you're not sure. Is the second? Is someone following us? But you reach at the tunnel. You see a big rock have collapsed and obscured the tunnel. What do you do?
Was it there when we got in?
No.
Someone sealed us in? I get annoyed at this fact. Who sealed us in?
You can give me an investigation.
I don't have time for investigation. Can I push it or can I squeeze through the gaps? Because I'm slim, I know.
With the
Keep in
tapestries.
shape. I didn't reach the tapestries yet. Can I squeeze in?
You can have to squeeze. You can give me a.
By the way,
Yeah.
my climbing speed is the same as my walking speed, so 35 feet. I'm gonna graciously, in my turn, climb the rock with 35 feet and go through a squeeze maybe that I find.
Dex check, not save. Give me a dex check, and it has to be the threshold is 19.
Oh no, it's not. It's this one or this one?
Check.
It's a check.
Not
So
save.
no
The ones
acrobatics.
above.
It's a plus.
It's a 17.
No, you barely. You get your head. You get half of your torso, but this is it.
Oh.
Am I stuck?
Not necessarily. No.
No.
Do you want to be stuck?
No.
Okay.
Then I go down and push the try to push the rock.
Okay. Strength check.
22.
Whoa, you're strong. With the 22, you push it. It takes a few turns, and you see them in the
Don't do
distance.
that.
You hear Jen just, and rock sounds just scraping rock against rock. And you see Jen's fiery hair in the distance, just, I don't know, pushing against something, and behind you, this drapes following you. She pushes the thing. You're seeing now them, and it's about, I think, 100 feet.
If I'm gonna let go, will the rock fall back and seal the tunnel?
Do you want it to?
No, I'm just checking.
I think no. You pushed it out of the way, leaving a small gap for them to
Okay, I'm gonna
pass
leave
through.
a small gap for humanoids to get through. Then try to maybe take one
Second,
action,
yeah.
1 second to try to adjust it. And I'm thinking that I know Gregory and Shaq are super strong, so they'll manage to seal maybe the creature. So I'm gonna keep running.
Okay. You run, and now you're getting closer. You guess through the blockage, the tunnel that has obscured the rock that has obscured the tunnel. What do you do?
Are we finishing it?
You're there. You're in a line at this point, and the thing ominously is following you with the smoke and the drapes. You hear the sounds.
Okay. Do all of us get through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to do something special, you can even just pass through.
No. I want after I pass through, I look at Shaq and Gregory and say, we need to push this. We need to push this back. Sorry. And I
Okay.
immediately start like trying to
Strength
push.
check for all three. It's gonna be a group roll, and let's say 40.
You don't want to seal it? You want to seal them in?
I will
Pressure.
actually participate to this. Oh wow.
40
Strength or athletics?
straight.
So it's a straight, not an
Strength
athletics.
Yeah.
I have a 13.
13.
I have a 9.
Okay, it's not making it.
8, 10.
Come on!
Strength.
No.
You're trying, like, between all of you, you're anxious. The thing is following. It's getting closer and closer, and you're trying to move it, but it's sort of breaking the gap that you managed to put yourself, the distance that you managed to put yourself between the thing and you. Do you still lie there trying to push the thing?
Shock drops it
No.
first and
Yep.
And as we're running again, Shaq clutches a dagger, and as they're running, like he focuses for a second on Kate's legs as she's running, and that's it.
You don't necessarily see that.
Yeah.
Perception.
I will roll for perception, sir.
Or insight. And you wanna be smooth? You wanna be smooth about it?
Of course. I mean, it's
Okay.
Deception.
Not deception. If you're rolling
That's
inside.
sleight of hand, my degree.
Sleight of hand.
Sorry.
But it's not a matter more of a thing. No,
Demeanor, right?
give me insight and you give me deception.
yes.
Okay.
No.
It's
8.
12. Oh, yay!
So Shaq is doing this out of nerves, and you barely catch him. But the thing is that it's exhausting. You've been running at it for hours, maybe seconds. You know that it took approximately 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours to get here. It wasn't very clear because you didn't have sunlight, and it's the same thing. You're running and running, running, and in front of you is Jen. You're seeing her fiery head just in the distance, and the smokes and the drapes just following you. Following and following. It's distressing. And at a point in the distance, you approach in darkness. You see the exit, but it's not open.
Do I see the mausoleum?
You see the door closed from inside. You don't see light coming, piercing through. Someone closed the door after you. You reach first.
Is the one that branded Gregory, no?
Probably.
But it branded him already. I tried to push it.
You push it from the inside. Give me a strength check.
13.
No, you can't even move it. Ever so slightly, you can't even move it.
Well, I keep on trying till they get there.
You keep on trying. You can't even you try and roll. You can't even move it. You reach it. Smoke envelops the room, and the drapes are a bit slower, but they're coming.
What the fuck are we gonna die on?
I want to try to help Jen.
Strength checks everyone.
Including me again?
Yeah, it's a group DC and it's high, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Oh,
A natural 25.
19.
Whoa, 19 also.
You manage, and as soon as Gregory
You
puts
did.
its it's fine. And
You
as
can
soon
stick
as
your
Gregory
dagger.
puts its branded hand, it slides. You guys all struggled, and it's moving. And then he puts it slides very, very ever so slightly, and it opens with a grace. And you exit the Tomb of Time from under the oldest crumpled statue that you entered, and it's dusk outside. The 6 hours of sunset, the bright colors pop on, the reds, the pinks, the violet, and the sun is hotter than ever, and it's the unforgivingly hot time of the day. And you look around the cemetery. You look around the cemetery, and in front of you, underneath a tall, piercing statue, you hear psst, and behind smokes are coming out of the Tomb of Time, and the drapes. Psst.
Who says this?
You hear a voice just beckoning you in front. You see a piercing statue. You passed through it when you entered. And from somewhere lower, you hear psst.
Do we have time to seal the door until the drape catches us?
Gregory.
Should we do this all together?
Yes.
Seal the door.
I'll attempt it.
Okay. As you move it, you catch but a bit of drape just leaching out. And as this towering figure, the door is closed now, and it starts to latch at you, Gregory. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
15.
Okay, you barely. It was 14. You barely slip through. The drape tries to. The small piece of drape underneath the smokes and the purples and the glimmers tries to engulf you once more.
I grab it. Can I, do I have time to say something to it?
You can try to like grab it for a second. Yes, let's see. You're that strong.
No.
Tell me, what is your intention?
Okay, you're gonna take 1d4 psychic damage, so
Okay.
you hear it. And
One for one.
Yes. Do any of you look bloodied? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
hate.
actually, no.
Yeah.
I didn't take any blood.
Any answer?
I'm gonna bring death to the world as you know it.
I release it.
You release it, and it starts just swirling around, and you see the door
I'm out.
starts to open as it swirls and it moves all its might, and more drapes and smokes are coming outside, and you hear still psst, psst, Hokmondo. It's Elvish.
What does it mean in Elvish? I know.
Come this way.
I'm going that way.
You and Kate.
And I'm gesturing like so for you to come as well. As I hand you, which one of them looks more bloody?
So you don't have time to investigate.
Okay, I
who
give
Lara looks-
Shaq a pastry.
As Jen is running, she gets one pastry. She slaps it, and you're running in front of the Tomb of Time, a few feet away, behind a few of the graves that now look old and distressed and rust, and you know, in the light of the day. You push through. It's a tall statue. Can't glimpse of it, but underneath, you see a male elven figure with mousy brown hair, with a bun and bright green eyes and a green jacket with the with some symbols, and he beckons you.
Do I recognize him?
From where?
My settlement has elves.
No, it's not someone you know.
Okay, I go in.
Claudio Sturium. Hokmondo.
I'm coming.
This means come this way. You two understand.
Yeah.
So underneath this gray statue, he leaps under its base that was made out of other intricate figurines. You don't have the chance to stare at them, and he opens this door, hidden door, and beckons you. What do you do?
I will try to close the door on that entity.
You want to sit and close the door?
On him?
Yes, we said that I'll try it.
Wait, what?
So,
We've already moved on from that door.
Yep.
Oh, I thought
unless
that
you
was-
want to stay,
Okay.
unless you want to keep with, still, you want to stay there and.
No, if we moved on, it's okay.
Yeah, we heard a voice that called us to it.
I thought that were your terms.
We're not acting in turns anymore.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a free.
it's not-
So looking at him, how is his demeanor? Does he look scared,
He looks-
confident?
He looks a bit inside.
10.
So he has very good posture, and he looks weirdly calm compared to you, who are sweating and dripping blood and from nostrils and ears, and have all this mud and patches of dirt on you. And he beckons you, Claudio Sturium, which means close the door.
Yeah, come on, please close the door. I start pushing everyone to go in.
Hic abes deres posten. You can hide in here, means. You step inside. All of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna step inside? Okay, as you step inside, he's trying to close the door. With subtle pack, it just moves and it seals the entry. And inside, it's a nestled, very confined, comforting space. It's silent. And it's a small room with stones that and walls that surround you, and it's immaculate and orderly and has meticulously sculpted square on the floor, and the room measures 5 feet in wide and 10 in length, and again 5 in height. It's small. And elven figurine pulls from a dark corner a table and 5 chairs and a flickering candle.
I sit at the table, make direct eye contact with this elf, look at it with a stern, slightly angered stare. Who are you and what is your reason for helping us?
Oh, va bene. Paolo Scamata. I'm trying to help you. And pass the time you're running from the
Oh
thing.
my god! Mon Dieu!
Why are you running from?
You mean to say you didn't see the thing out there that was
I
chasing
sensed the
us?
thing happen.
How?
We are not sure what it is. Do you know
They
what-
speak in Elvish. So
Okay.
you guys don't. Only the girls understand, and
Okay,
you
okay.
at some point you have to catch up with them.
You know what? She's right. Why are you helping? I've had enough of people trying to help us and just backstabbing us. Who are you? And what are you? Why are you here?
And why do you do what you do?
One second, I'm a little bit confused. I'm trying to help you because I sense that you need help from which I run from.
Okay, so from the bottom of your heart, is that it?
No, from which I ran from.
You
Your Elvish is not very precise. He says in the
You ran from what? You ran from what?
from the thing.
You also ran from the thing.
Yes,
How did you see the thing?
I didn't see it. It came for me.
For you,
What? Why is it coming from you?
It comes for everyone. Take a seat. Tell me,
Damn it!
who
Lucius.
are you?
I'm someone you indirectly hurt very deeply. And I frown and do like this.
He looks confused.
I'm less complicated. My name is Catherine, and yes, my Elvish is not that great because guess what? I'm not full Elvish. I'm half Elvish.
You speak this in Elvish or in common?
Yes, in Elvish.
Oh,
Because I'm trying to.
I
trying to
mean,
show
I
off
get
what-
it. It's hard for us to establish a language and everybody use it, and you know, it's complicated.
Maybe we can switch to common so these guys don't have to look so puzzled. So here's Gregory, and that's.
Sure.
Shock.
What is common?
As soon as you say shock, like he will smash his fist on the table. Enough of this! What is this creature doing here? It is clearly prepared for whatever is happening.
I guess your mouth. So shout.
Yes.
He said, they start shouting. It's not okay. In my
He says it's
Translate for me.
He says not to shout is rude to do this in his establishment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you happen to need us? Still, I saw what you did there with that. What were you planning to do? Were you using it to tie? You don't even have shoelaces.
Answer me this, mister.
I've seen those gloves before. They look familiar.
Oh, I actually forgot I had them on.
Answer me this, mister.
Oh yeah.
Why did you kidnap and kill my grandmama?
I don't think I kidnapped and killed your grandmama.
Yes,
No?
you did. Does the
Okay.
name Lefebvre ring any bell to you?
You're Dampira.
Isn't it obvious as I lick my fangs?
I'm also Dampir myself. And he smiles and points to, reveals two pointy teeth.
Then why would you do this?
Okay, that's great.
Um,
No, don't mind you. I'm just acting in the background.
Of course, I do it for the fate, for the new to come, for the
Tell
new
me.
fate in the Church of Enduring. It's very promising, and we have to take care of the old. The old is tying us to matter that is not.
We are taking care of the old by putting them in coffins like dead people. Is this how you take care of matter? Is this how you respect your
Of matter
dead?
that doesn't listen, yes, you take. No, beh. of matter that doesn't listen, you take it and you snap it in the coffin because it doesn't
listen.
It doesn't listen because it kills everyone. Everything we built for. It's so barbaric. And I had to.
But look at this.
Who's killing who?
Look at this.
I didn't
So,
know my Elvish was
Babe.
rusty.
So, vampires are not good, right? Vampires kill everyone. Killed, sucked everyone. And then we didn't manage to flourish. We said we want a new fate, right? Beh, we made fate of Church of Enduring, right? Ma, we had to get rid of the world and the old. Walking in the new fate. But
Not necessarily. I mean, the old is also made by the god who matters, obscuro.
the god who matters, Obscuro, made ourselves better. So we can fight the old and the old ways. Do you want to live in a world where everyone is killed and sucked?
What about this? The elves came after us. What if the elves get sick of Dampir and we all get cozy in a coffin all together?
What do you mean that they came after us?
The elves were invented after.
I am an elf.
You're Dampir. You show me your teeth.
I was made Dampir.
I didn't know you can be made Dampir. By Obscuro, you mean, no?
No, I chose myself to make Dampir, so I go strong and fight monsters.
Well, this is confusing, la.
What is Dampir? Doesn't mean the children of the vampire.
No, it's just a race. Like elf, Dampir, it's like... What is elf, you know?
How do you make race, Dampir?
Obscuro creates us. We are children of Obscuro.
Give me nature.
Fuck. 13.
You know that vampires and the other mixed races, you're made out of another vampire.
Yeah, with an elf.
With an elf.
Yeah.
And do you believe, with the 13, you believe vampire is a race on its own made by Obscuro?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my belief.
No, vampires are not made by Obscuro. You made
By
yourself.
who?
Yes.
By who? Made yourself.
You... Children of the vampire. You must make a pact with the vampire, they bite, and you become children.
I was born like this.
I was not.
Okay. It's difficult. It must be difficult for you. And I put a hand over his shoulder.
But tell me about the gloves. I feel...
I don't think. I think you're the one having an existential crisis, not him. I have no idea what these do.
They feel so familiar.
Yeah, they feel so soft too.
I remember. Soft.
How could you remember? Wait.
They were soft.
Were these yours? How old are you?
They were mine.
Were they? Are you the guy?
Why
I
they
had a
were mine.
vision.
Why
I
were
put
they?
these on.
Why were they in a museum?
I don't know.
They were on a pedestal.
Mame, what pedestal?
Didn't you see us come out of?
Ah, you went down. In the tunnel.
We went down in the tunnel.
And you get branded.
I did. I think Gregory was the only one that got. Oh, Shaq.
This I got branded as well?
What?
Did you get branded?
No.
You pushed. I think only Gregory got
It was
branded.
Gregory who pushed and has his hand.
You don't have to take offense at it anyway.
What does it mean to get branded?
Calm your tail if you have one.
Come, we are here in a stranger's hiding place that is not telling us what's going on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As we are being...
You can't understand anything that he's saying, right? You need us to translate. Oh, that's marvelous. You know, we can tell
Trust
it.
me, I do not need
No,
you.
I don't trust you.
Chuck, hold your snake tongue and let us do business.
When are we going to get out of here?
Be my guest.
Yes,
Have you
can
seen
go
what's out there?
Get strangled by the tentacles.
Yeah,
or
sure.
the
Maybe he's into that. Who are
I
you to
want
judge?
to put my ear. I just do this gesture towards you, and I want to put my ear at the door to hear if there's any other commotion on the outside.
Perception.
10.
Silence.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for a while.
My
Don't
bad.
trust the silence.
Right. Stay there and think about what you done.
So, what are you? And he pulls from the diary a cup of tea, a boiled tea and a cups, and gives you.
So you hunted all these vampires in the graveyard. You get rid of the race. Against their
I
will.
did.
And now you're proud of this. Just destroying family.
Oh, I did, but I saved the church. After this, the
Oh,
church.
you saved the church. Oh, good for
The
you.
Church of Enduring was
I
the founder.
know. I know the scripture. Then I point towards my turtleneck that it's etched with silver symbols of the Church of Enduring.
He points towards his pen, and you see the same infinite sign of sort of a creature or a snake biting its own tail, made of silver. I know.
Let's agree to disagree.
Va bene. No. So,
What about?
tea?
Can I roll a nature check to see if I? Where's my nature?
Mr.
No, it's a 6.
Mr.
Doesn't
Power,
smell of anything.
Sure.
can I use your bathroom?
Hot water.
Oh, bathroom.
Restroom.
Do I have a bathroom?
Oh, I can go outside.
No, don't go outside.
The powder room, the toilet.
He stretches into the dark corner and pulls a
Bucket.
bucket, sort of a, not a bucket, a ploska, I don't know what's the word in English.
Is this where you make pee-pee?
A flask.
A flask.
No, not a flask.
A sort of pee
chamber
flask.
pot.
A chamber
A
pot.
chamber pot, yeah.
I don't know.
No.
It's an old term. We don't use those anymore.
I don't make pee in this. You would make pee in this.
No. I refuse it. No.
Well, keep it in. It
will
eventually
try.
goes back into your body. I guess.
Sucking all the pee.
No,
What do you know about the gloves?
I must remember. They were mine once.
I saw you. I had a vision. And I'm pretty sure you were in it. I don't remember it quite well, but were you hunting monsters?
I was hunting the vampires. This is, I think, after Cesar died.
Who's
Cesar?
Wow, we opened, 3 of us opened the Tomb of Time. So we get each of us an item by promise by some stars.
3 of us. You and Cesar and
And Cesar
who was the third?
and Bartus.
Wait, what's your name?
Paulus Camacca. Or Paulo.
And what happened after you opened the Tomb of Time?
Cesar got marked. Then I think he died first. And then Bartus.
How did Cesar die because he was marked? And I look concerned at Gregory, who doesn't understand a bit.
I mean,
Gregory
Patted it on the back.
Gregory is just considering his life choices at this moment.
this, it keeps following you, you know?
So we have this marked person inside that is to be followed magically by the blob.
The blob. What's the blob?
It was Kate. What
It
was
was. I don't know what it was. It was this huge creature of something unnatural that was just trying to latch onto us.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Bartos died also.
How did Bartos die?
Also the same.
He
At
got
a point,
marked.
everyone Bartos died didn't get marked, but no, everybody dies.
You're being
You
pretty
didn't die.
cryptic.
I didn't die.
Yes, you didn't die.
I am mortus sum.
You are mortus sum.
I am dead already. And immediately he bounced into smoke and specks of dust, dissipating into the indoor floors, meticulously sculpted squares inside and indentations into the floors. And with it, the table, the chamber pot, the tea, and the chairs.
I unsheath my weapon. What has happened here? Shh. In a normal volume, and don't yell it.
Okay, so what's left?
What has happened here?
The room is just 5 by 10 feet, and it's ordered. No more dust disappeared, and it's made of stone. And you see just a square carving in the floor.
I try to inspect the square carving.
Investigation.
I would like to assist.
So I roll 2 times, or should you roll as well?
How much?
I didn't roll yet.
Roll if you want to assist. Roll me if you are above a 10. You get advantage. And please describe me how you assist.
It's a 16.
So I roll again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that ground level just to be able to inspect it properly. And
You've seen this a couple of times, but this one is almost you've missed it, as it's very meticulously designed. It's a trapdoor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I rolled a 17.
Trapdoor.
Should
And
we,
it looks that it's activated with a push.
should we open it, Kate?
We don't really know what it does. What if this entire room fills with poison?
Surely it is better than to stand here and starve to death.
It's okay.
It's okay, you'll be the first one we eat.
Let's push it together, and she outstretches. Let's push it together, and she outstretches her hand and put it over the trapdoor, waiting for you guys to join.
That's such not a good idea, but what choice do you have?
Come on, let's make it super cringe. Shock.
Oh, I just push it and pull it. I try to open it without.
Before them?
Huh?
Before them? So Shock goes and pull it.
you're no fun.
And inside, you see something that you're gonna see after the break, because we're about to pop up our lovely ads. Check them, comment if you like them. You're gonna see the Rolling Hills Craft ad with our promo code that's right here in the ad box, and it's available for 8 months. See you in a few seconds.
Karina! Karina!
There's someone there.
Down here, on your desk.
Genevieve?
I need to parler with you. The only plausible explanation is that I've stumbled into a realm where miniatures and their owners coexist. It is not the only logical explanation. For example, you could be hallucinating after being hit on the head by, say, a baguette.
Was I hit in the head by a baguette?
Don't be silly, no. Now, on the quest at hand, the cleaning.
Wait.
What?
Did you get painted just now?
Mais non, I don't know what you're talking about. I was always like this.
A few seconds ago, you had no color, and I'm sure you had none of these beautiful highlights.
But no, that is just part of my charm.
Insight check.
Okay, fine. I've been painted, but this is because I saw your shitty painting skills.
How dare you?
I'm an artist. But actually you have very cool shading and reflections, and look at this cute bow. I can never do stuff like this. Don't look under my cape, no! Put me down! Made by Rolling Hills Craft. Jen, is this who painted you? Let's investigate this further. Wow, look at this. This actually looks so cool. Oh la la! And this, I need pot so I can cook in. Has very nice details. Quickly, add it to the cart. Okay. Congratulations, you discovered my secret. You win a baguette. Wow. Now quickly, eat yourself in the head so you forget all we talked about.
Like and subscribe, dear viewer. Like and subscribe. Not that I wish to imply you've been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a break than viewers, but all our efforts on this channel would have gone to waste unless, well, let's just say your moment to like our videos has come again. The right viewer in the right place can make all the difference in the world. So subscribe, dear viewer. Subscribe and grow this channel.
When we're back from the break, as with the sound, Shock pushes the door and the lid lifts up, and you explore further, uncovering a secret room with a grave that's open, and inside you see a skeleton adorned with green clothes and a pin with the infinite sign made of silver.
Looks like exactly like what we expect it to look like, right? Like the ghost.
Does it look like Paulus Scamaca?
It's just a skeleton, but the clothes resemble a lot Paulus Scamaca's clothes, only more tattered and worn by time.
Oh my. So he wasn't lying when he said he was dead.
I would like to inspect the grave.
And as you inspect the grave, give me an investigation.
It's a 7.
You see nothing else apart from the grave, the tattered clothes, and the insignia that is a crude representation of yours, the Church of Enduring symbol.
I outstretch one long finger, go poop on the insignia, as I say, Surgit, means wake up in Elven.
Nothing happens.
Well, I tried. I'm gonna go make us some food while we take a short rest, maybe.
We do need to recover. Yes.
Okay.
I still have my gloves on.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to approach the casket and like place my hands on it to see if anything happens with the gloves or with the casket.
You place your hand. The casket is so sturdily made of yeah, almost like Gregory. Good fabric these elven creatures make. Like somehow they govern matter.
But nothing happens with the gloves.
Nothing. No shimmer, no effect.
Then I would like to investigate the casket. To just try to go around it to see if there's anything you can push or if there's any hidden. Okay.
Come on.
No, it's an 8.
So with an 8, you search. It's a bit grotesque. It's a skeleton. You're not like you bury the dead. You're not used to touching. Yeah. It's rather not fitting. You don't find anything.
I'm gonna go help Jen in the kitchen. It's like right over there.
There's no kitchen. It's just a
Kitchen
5
corner.
by feet room. Yeah.
Okay, that's the toilet. Okay.
That's
Did you bring the
toilet.
pan?
the toilet corner.
No, I think it vanishes with
No!
the other things.
Going around the room, is there any other feature of the room, or is just like this mausoleum that's closed off?
It's a closed mausoleum made of ordered fine cut rocks in squares, and it looks very neat and pristine. And trap door that was revealed now, and it's just coffin of Paolo Scamacca's body.
Okay, well then I'd like to start inspecting one of the golden axes.
Okay, you look at it.
I cut myself with it and want to see how sharp it is and
It's
if there's any effect.
It's rather sharp, and you give me an arcana, please.
It's a 14.
The 14, you sit with it a bit. You hit it. It resonates. It's made of pure gold, and it has this patterns of solar symbols, and it's almost like it's a code inscribed in it, but you can't read it. Something is missing. And as you spend a bit more time, as you're short resting, you feel that its connection to something, a source maybe, it's missing. It feels dormant. It feels asleep.
Okay, one other question I have about it. If Shaq believes it's made out of gold, he'll try to bend the handle and see if
Try to bend the handle.
it's made out of gold. Yeah.
Try it.
It's a 26.
Okay, with the 26, you bend it a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm trying to figure
The
it out.
threshold was 25, but okay. You strong beast.
No, the thing is, like Shaq would know from his. Next. No, Shaq would know that gold is a soft metal. It's not fit for making any tools or.
Yeah, but this one, it looks like it's made of gold, but definitely doesn't bend like gold. But it still bends.
No, I just look like that nobody saw me and like.
What do you do, Gregory?
So I clean my weapons, and I look at my shield that's very patched up to see if any further tinkering needs to be done on it. And I try to see if I can find out something more about my new hammer.
Same as Shaq, you inspect the hammer, and it has this beautiful sapling patterns with leaves, and it's almost like a code. And it feels right in your hand. It feels like it brings a sort of an echo and peace, and it feels just right. But again, something is missing, and probably the connection to something that might awaken it up.
Like the green entity.
Probably it's just it. You have, both of you have this feeling that these items are out of fuel. Same as probably your gloves and the chalice that Genevieve has, and the two other instruments.
Okay.
Like they seem dormant for whatever reason.
In a corner, Genevieve unpacks the food. She's like, I was pretty sure I brought in some baguette, but I can't find it.
The baguette that flew last episode through the starving humans.
As she takes out what else is left, which is a big chunk of cheese, it looks like brie, and some rooster with congealed blood next to it. And starts to make this little amuse-bouche with a bit of rooster and a bit of cheese, and it's melted a little bit on top, and it serves you, Especially you two, she insists that you two eat it.
Sorry, is that blood?
Yes, of course. It's congealed though.
You have so much food that it molded away, and now you're trying to serve it to us.
What do you mean mold?
It's not molded away. This is how you eat the cheese.
What?
It spends a lot of time in a pantry getting aged, mature, so you can eat and enjoy it with a special flavor.
So you guys eat mold?
Sometimes, but it's like a special mold.
But speaking of the blood, you also use blood and rituals in your Corvus cult.
In rituals, yes, but no, we don't eat it. We use it like once a month, and we create some sort of symbol. Like it starts with a circle on the head. You draw a line right down to your chin, and then 3 lines on each cheek, and it symbolizes sort of like a raven.
I see. A good point. But what about blood pudding? Don't you have that? I heard this in your part of...
Food is kind of scarce, but we do have some fun. We hunt a lot, but we don't cook in blood. We don't eat actual blood.
Well, we will give you strength. Come on, eat it.
I mean, there's a first for everything.
You have so much food, you let it go to waste on purpose.
Oh, and she should have thrown it like that long bread thingy at the people that was starving.
You throw away my
I didn't throw anything. It was Lucius and Heptum. They saw
de merde, de betrayer.
Wait, why are you pointing at me? I don't want to give them food.
I'm gonna slap that bitch into unconsciousness when I meet you.
No, I have some beef with him and it's not that delicious, you know. But this...
As you eat,
should it smell like this?
Gregory, as you eat, you feel that you're healing faster. And if you're gonna heal during this short rest, you get 1 additional D8.
I don't need it. It's okay.
Okay.
I don't need your B. But as Gregory patches up, do you patch up your wounds, and are you...
Yeah. That's the reason why I'm... I don't need it, because I second winded back to almost full health.
What do you do in character? How do you second wind?
Oh, so usually it's just I push through it, but this time, since I have plenty of time at my disposal, I will actually try to clean the wounds and, bandage if I can, or just use my clothes too.
And as Gregory cleans his wounds and bandages his muscle torso, like, it sort of feels like this essence, this smell, perfume so delightful to your nose, Shaq. It smells of wormwood and honey, and it's so intense, and the strength, and you remember Gregory sweating while pushing the door, the entry to the Tomb of Horror, and then the open to the Tomb of, not Horror, to the Tomb of Time, and the entry where it pushed the big rock. The boulder, he's the one that actually set it a bit in place. It's so exquisite.
Yeah, well, as I'm looking around the place, and as Gregory is bandaging up, I want to see if I can very inconspicuously grab like a drop of falling blood as he's bleeding.
I would also mention that maybe there is also a couple of bandages thrown around. Used bandages, like that is to wipe them.
I'm not that type of snake.
Okay.
Do you want to use bandages or fresh
No,
ones? Fresh ones.
I would like to keep an eye on him because I don't trust him.
Perception against sleight of hand now.
My sleight of hand?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Do you want to trade?
Yeah, please.
It's not that bad.
I'm not even looking at you. It's like.
Oh, thank God, because I have an 11.
Oh no.
So Shaq is not. He's a bit like. He has a stare. He goes and grabs it without controlling much of his grimace. But Kate is otherwise preoccupied with the cooking.
Smelling the cheese.
She's smelling the cheese, and Gregory as well.
I
Like, why would people mold cheese? Why?
And as they have that conversation about cheese and mold cheese, like Shaq grabs a drop of blood, slurps it really quickly.
A taste of power oozes fresh power.
It's too mature. Things shock. You don't know that.
We
You
don't know that.
And you certainly don't know that.
It resembles very close to what happened in the woods of Firi and the first time you took a bite of your friend.
Okay.
That we're gonna find out later. Stick with us for more surprises and plots.
Oh, sorry.
And also we have very beautiful minis and you can access them with the code for 8 months. Rolling Hills Craft. Hey! rollinghillscraft.com.
Best minis.
Available for 8 months. Did I say this?
Yes.
Dicesylvania 10. Okay, moving on. What are you doing? And how much time are you spending there?
Are you eating
Ooh, this is
the
a cool effect.
appetizers? Are you eating the appetizer so I know if I...
Well, I'm not really hungry at the moment, so I'm gonna say you are ruining all of this with overeating and overstuffing yourself at the expense of other creatures.
Well, this is your stupid opinion, but sure.
Some finger food is hardly overeating.
I very awkwardly grab one of the.
It smells of mold. It tastes of nourishment, but doesn't compare to the blood that you just tasted. It's so exquisite. This one is just bland. And it's molded cheese, guys. We all know how that tastes.
No, we don't.
With some rooster on the side.
With some rooster on the side.
This encounter. yeah.
What do you guys
Some
do
really
when
awkwardly
Shaq
eats your,
is eating
Thomas
awkwardly?
Bush.
Guys, do you think it's safe to get out? Do we have any way of getting out?
I think so. We can try getting out. Let's open the door very, very slowly and check if the creature covered in black drapes that look like the sky is still out there searching for us.
Who's gonna
You have a
open the
little
door?
bit of that creature over there, you know.
Yes, you still have the goo that stick to you from the door that was just opened into the.
So the goo is just sticking to him.
Yeah, now it's turning an interesting shade of purple.
Are you just going to keep that there?
I am. It's not that. How can it be tied to that creature? It's a different color. It appeared before it. It appeared when I used my hammer.
But wasn't your hammer green? Why is it purple?
Why?
Give me an arcana.
I would also like. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really weird.
Why
We
do
all
those
give an
traitors?
arcana.
Yeah,
cool.
as you ponder upon this, because things happen so fast, you think a little bit.
Why are you rolling? No.
17.
17.
I roll 15.
15? Okay.
12.
So with a 17 and 15, you make disconnections. So the goop that's sticking to your armor that turned violet came from the open door, the same place. This abyss of dark water that also sort of resembled the universe. The same place from where the drapes and the smoke came from. And then when you hit with your hammer that glowed green, inside the shield of Martis, another apparition was there. It was the olden sage female that said, "You're marked and your sacrifice will be worth it."
Oh my god!
I think you're going to die.
Why do you jump to that conclusion? Maybe it's the sacrifice of my time, of my
Muscles.
dream, of my... It could mean anything.
What is there on your right hand?
And as you lift
Right
it
hand,
up,
right?
Yeah, as you lift it up, you see the same circular symbol with an even edge. Sorry,
Just
That
like
makes-
this.
This is from when I opened that door that wouldn't move.
There seems to be no other mark among us, so luck.
If you touch the group with your hand, maybe. What if
Move slightly.
Don't activate it. How do we know it's not going to transform into one of those things?
And as you touch it, it starts flowing ever so slightly. And now it follows you, like it's sort of a liquid, amethyst liquid in a shape in an irregular shape, tumbling in air and changing color into different shades of purple.
Oh, look at how it shifts colors.
you have a pet now?
You think he likes you?
I try to put my finger in it to create two swirls for the eyes and a smiling mouth.
So surprisingly, it sticks, and now it has two swirls and a bit crooked. You can give me a performance to see how well.
Oh yeah, let's do a performance.
Let's see.
Oh!
Natural twin.
Wow, it looks like.
For
How
a
do you
20
want it to look? How do you want it to
It's
look?
a
For
giga
23,
chat.
it's finger painting wasn't invented until Gregory has done it.
Gregory!
So what do you want it to look like?
Whoa. How about it's purple? So how about if it shifts towards pink and then back to purple?
Yeah, it shifts as soon as you envision this. It starts shifting into this pinkish magenta color, and then going purple, and then. And now, how do you want the eyes and mouth to look like?
Bubbly eyes.
Bubbly eyes. You have them.
And mouth without teeth or tongue.
Like the old, people's mouth, but in a nice,
Yeah.
cute way.
Yeah.
Glad to see you are bonding with the evil entity that attacked us.
Plenty of those around.
And now the thing just stumbling and has this very cute, very well drawn and designed and shaped eyes, googly eyes, and a mouth that's without teeth. And,
Like a fish.
Yeah.
Looks like a flounder from Little Mermaid.
Are you real?
It's about what we expected, though.
As it just flows in the air and
I'm gonna call you Shifty.
I love
you're
it.
in this cemetery inside of a weird statue where we're a grave and you're laughing.
This is getting creepy. I'm getting out of here. And I start to
We
climb
are in
towards
the
the door.
crypt. It's supposed to be creepy.
So
Let's get out.
Shifty just follows you with its very cute face and mouth. And you're climbing outside.
Yeah. Checking for the smoke and the drape creature.
You're pushing the door.
Yeah.
Looking outside. Give me a perception.
Is it dusk or midday?
Dusk still.
Okay,
Dusk.
so normal. 16.
Okay, so with the 16, you look around and you see this cemetery that it has overgrown shrubs and just worn out coffins and rusted chains and worn out mausoleums, but nothing of the creature. It doesn't do justice seeing this in light.
It's okay, I just have my purpose to get the heirlooms and I get out. It's safe.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Are you sure?
You get out. Do you guys follow?
80%.
Yeah.
Do you guys follow? And
Making sure Shifty
I want
comes
to
back.
look at the statue.
And as you get outside from the concealed chamber, a surge of energy courses through your nerves and sending shrives down your spine, and the wind starts beckoning you outside, and in response, you feel a profound shift within yourself. A growth that was sitting there, just waiting for you to reach and grab it, And in your pockets, you hear a humming noise. In your hand, in your axes, and congratulations, you leveled up and your characters are now level 4 and you have some special items that I have placed in your character sheets in secrecy, so please check them out.
That's how you level up!
Yeah! But this moment of growth is infused by an enigmatic force which you don't know where it came from. Like, it feels something strange as soon as you shift.
Do you guys feel suddenly more powerful, more potent?
Can I roll a d4 as per?
Okay, and as part of your thing, you roll a d4 to see how Shaq feels at this moment.
Wait.
It's cocked.
What is it?
It's a 4.
What happens is that
Oh my god.
you suddenly see Shock going outside and feeling this, having this maddened look about his face, and his jaw enlarges with his big jagged teeth with 2 canines this big, and he seems like he's trembling with something, and he's like all of his muscles seem to be a bit bigger, and he seems like to draw in more air as he's breathing. You can continue your description after, like, going after this. I'm gonna do my thing later.
Okay, so he has this surge of, and he looks, his posture changed a little bit, and he looks, has a look of satisfaction in his eyes. And as you look around, from underneath the base of the statue that is graved with, sculpted with creatures that have sharp, wild features and long fangs, vampires, and the top of them, crushing them, there's this slender figurine of good posture, an elf that holds proudly 2 items, a long silvery tube and a sphere, sitting heroic on this pedestal that is crushing the creatures beneath it.
And you say the creatures, they look like
Vampires. And near the statue you see written in Elvish, Paulos Kamaka, the will against evil, which is Paulos Kamaka, volus contra malum.
I say, volus contra magum. Something happened.
You say it in the wind, and it just goes back.
If I go around in my pouch and I feel the chime and the warp and I take them a bit out, do they look like the items that the statue of Paulos?
You know what? They look exactly like the item of the statue of.
Does he have, seem to have Kate's gloves on?
A perception. You said 16-year-old, right? Investigation. Don't give me an investigation.
It's a door.
I mean,
Like gloves.
gloves, hands, gloves. It's a worn statue. Looks very poor kept, and you can't really discern. Like, if you look around, the whole cemetery looks in a very bad state. This towering statue is almost crumbled with some stains, and as you see, you know, the silver gates that you remember have dark spots with some bent bars, and the door is still open, looks a bit crooked, and overgrown shrubs of all sorts of things, all sorts of plants are around this cemetery. And you see this old mausoleums almost broken down, worn, and the graves, the silver graves that were chained, you see them stained with dark spots, and the chains are rusted and broken.
Broken as in...
Do we seem to notice other statues? Do you want guys to find Brutus and Cesar?
Give me an investigation.
all of us.
Yes, and you see one thing else. You see the Tomb of Time is the oldest. Underneath the statue, you can't really see what's the statue in this light of day. It's very crumbled. The entry of it's closed.
When we got out, did the statue had the same coloration and shape and all that?
Which one? The Tomb of Time or the spout?
Paulo.
As now?
Yeah. Did it seem like time passed by like this? Or is it just me?
Investigation.
I rolled the dirty 20.
21.
21. 15. Yes, I mean, now that you mention it, maybe it was you rushing in or not, but it looks more tattered.
Guys, I think something strange happened.
What?
Like, maybe we were under the statue way too much time.
What do you mean? I mean, we've been there for just a few hours, didn't we?
Clearly, whatever was touched by the entity that was following us has changed something. Everything looks a bit different. Who knows what might have been amiss? They were talking about reforging a new world.
What about finding Brutus and Cesar? Did we manage to find them?
Investigation with a dirty 20. You see
21.
21. Okay. There are several statues that point to different mausoleums. Del Vecchio, Amata, De Bois, Aberu, Oliviera, Lafevre, Albus, and so on and so forth. None other with Cesar or Brutus, but with the 21, you find on the side of Tomb of Time written hundreds of times a name. Scribbled. Kate. Kate. Kate, 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 Kate,
As in-
Kate, 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 Kate.
This Kate?
Kate. That Kate. Probably. We know. What's your name?
Someone has written here every time that you have made a bad assessment over a person. This right there on the wall.
Are you sure it didn't just get out and just written my name there, which you got? Is it spelled correctly?
Maybe someone
I should know
looked
if
for
you're
you.
right.
Does it look like it was all written in the same day or?
Or with the same handwriting.
Yeah.
Another investigation.
Does it look like it has been written by your friend Jarek?
Dirty 20.
Mine is 21, actually.
So it sort of has the same enunciations, but I mean, you know, when you sign something, you sort of make the same like strength points in the same locations.
It has the same
They
markings.
have the same markings, but the Kate lettering changes a little bit as it goes further. Was definitely not in the same day, but it was definitely written by the same person.
Have you ever seen Jarek write?
In this whole chaos.
No.
In this whole chaos, when we are looking and investigating for names and tombs and such, I want to slip in unnoticed in the mausoleum of Lafevre.
Stealth. Then perception, whoever wants to notice.
With a
I want
total of
notice.
24.
It has to be in the box. It's not beating you.
No, you start looking. You look at your at a name written over hundreds of times, and you can. I mean, it spells like you don't. I don't know. Make the connections. You look at the graves that have now the chains broken. Genevieve, you disappear a little bit as you shock investigate. I don't know, something else.
I want to look at the broken chains, and I want to remember the coffin that I went to listen to.
Insight. Intelligence, sorry.
Okay.
It's not a
Yes.
high roll, but
It's a 9. The thing is, I will presume,
you remember the area with
Yeah.
the 9.
I will say to the rest, doesn't anyone else believe that whatever was here has broken out? long, long time ago, as these chains were not rusted.
So what you mean to say is that a lot more time passed through here.
Yes.
But why is my name in here?
I tried to touch the wall, maybe with the gloves to see if they do anything.
As you touch the wall, you bamf out, and for a second, you see a visage from through the eyes of a small creature, something that's obviously not very tall, and it has this chubby baby in their arm, nursing them, as they say, "Shh, Mama is here. Mama is here. Not long now. Don't be scared. We'll survive this." And then, bursting through the door, comes a small creature, male, with a white mustache and glasses, tattered clothing, and he says, "Come, we need to run. They're tracking us." And now you're seeing through the woman's eyes, as she's holding the baby with the gloves on, running after the male, but it's very, very, very small, like almost 30 centimeters off the ground. They're running, and you hear in the distance getting faster and faster, and then you feel pain, like someone has bitten your neck and is crushing your windpipe. You can't breathe. You drop your baby and you come back as Kate.
Do I recognize any of the... Kate is definitely more confused than she was before. And she doesn't know if she just went through a memory, if it's a vision of the future, if it's a glimpse of the past.
Give me an Arcana.
Oh, it's a 3.
So with a free, it definitely didn't came from you, and it's not from inside. You didn't knew these people, but it's something that you might call magic. What that is remains to be seen. Does anyone else want to do anything before we jump into Jen's thing?
Have you noticed that Genevieve is missing?
You also haven't, because you didn't roll that one.
You have to concentrate on something. Like,
No,
as she's sleeping inside, we're doing your things before.
I wanted to say that right now I don't see her anymore.
But we're doing things in parallel. So, yeah.
Okay. I wanna, like, since the axes were glowing, and I felt that surge of power, and I feel that something is really, really good right now.
Yes.
I wanna look at them and see if something else changed, or if I can figure out what they do, if they're the source of all of this.
So they glow ever so slightly in this sun-bathed golden glow, and you feel empowered. You feel a sort of grace that you never felt before as holding the axes, and you feel that if you hit something with them, you might get a surprise, a feast, but for your mind.
Excellent. So, yeah, so Shak is just mesmerized by this and inspecting them. And can I look at the item now?
Yes, you can all
Okay.
look at the items. And Gregory, since we're doing the item things, you hold your hammer and you understand. You feel that you need this. It's a hammer that has to bring justice. But the power It was always close to your heart. Power that comes from the trees, from saplings, from the forest. And you feel empowered in several ways with this hammer. And you can also look at the item as Jen is doing her thing.
Just a short.
Yes.
So I will look at it and say, justice, justice. What have those fools done? What happened to the settlement? We must go there and check. Come with me.
I would gladly explore a civilization that is smarter to think about just more than what's their next meal.
Kate, do you say anything to this?
I'm still baffled by it. I can't understand why my name is written so many times on that bloody wall.
And as as you enter the mausoleum and slip inside, you see the centerpiece, the ornate coffin, adorned with the rose motifs, a bit crumpled, petals breaking. The centerpiece is open.
It's open?
It's open. And you see the nice mahogany furniture and the two tapestries.
Is there anyone in the coffin?
You check. You go fast.
I don't go fast. I go super slow. Just
You go slow. Your heart pumping with emotion. Get closer and closer. You think you see a shadow. And as you glance, it's empty.
I fucking knew it. I'm gonna take out a piece of paper, write something on it, fold it in two, leave it in the coffin, and then go grab the tapestries.
Both of them?
Both of them, yeah.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand to, because they're fixed, to take them without ripping them from the... It's not a high DC. You must pass a 10.
18.
Okay.
A natural 20, 20.
You just sweep them off the walls, and I'm gonna add them also to your inventory so you can check them out.
Ooh. Cool.
Do you wanna do something else?
No, I'm gonna slip also a notice back outside. Maybe gather also the papers about Paulus Kamaka.
You look for them.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Boop. Okay, go outside.
You go outside
and whistle.
As you whistle, Kate is a bit taken aback, sitting next to the Tomb of Time, and Gregory is holding a speech, and you hear the last words of it. Which were?
Will you come with me to the settlement?
Right now?
How do you know they're still... Okay, so you want to check if they're still there.
And in what condition?
How far is it? And do you plan to betray us like your friends, or will we meet your betrayal friends there, or how does it go?
I can go alone. You don't need to come.
It is safe to assume he got as betrayed as we have. Why not explore a bit? Maybe you can even find them there.
Yeah, sure, and rip those eyes out. And
do you think they'd return?
Now you're talking.
The people matter, first and foremost. My brother is there, my sister is there.
I'll help.
Okay, I can help, but I have one condition, because we will pass through Valbois, my village. I just have to talk with my boss a little bit to get some time off.
Of course, Although you might have already taken too much time off if what you say is true about time.
I think we should get a move on.
Let's go.
And as you sat into the light, you passed the gates, and the light of the dusk during these 6 hours of sunset. The sky erupts with this red, pink, violet hues, and the sun is ablaze at the horizon. And you try to get a move on and advance. Give me a survival check.
All of us, or?
Whoever is guiding the party.
Mă scuzați. Fac. Wow, why am I rolling so poorly? No.
Just like Shifty, I go with a 5.
Shifty makes some very good points.
I have a 9.
9, okay.
Like, we're seeing who among us has the best.
I mean, I'm gonna just take it as a group roll since you're all rolling, but okay.
I rolled the 8.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So,
I'm guiding.
We don't recognize the road anymore.
so
we gonna
you don't
drive
recognize
this?
the road anymore as plants, trees, foliage all seems very unfamiliar. You travel a bit. Is this the green forest? Is this the midnight forest? Is this where they intertwine? You don't see the moon. The moon cycle has passed. The third one. And is this the way? Is it south? Then it gets a bit darker as the sun is setting, and you can't guide after the sun anymore. And we're going into the 6 hours of midnight. And you're confused a little bit about the path. You go a bit in circles, and it leaves you uncertain about the right direction to take. And it takes a while, and you feel tired. But at a point, as you advance, you arrive at the crossroad. And you see a path that leads to the left, and another that goes and branches to the right. And in the middle, you see a wooden piece that catches your attention. It's a totem, carved in a block of wood, and it depicts a feminine presence with a mask covering her face, more than half her face, and extremities that arch back like horns of the mask. The only discernible feature are her thin lips, all carved in wood.
Is there anything we've seen before?
What?
Does she even resemble a creature we know with the horns back?
Nature. But the horns are from the mask. The mask has extremities that arch as horns. And how much?
12.
12. It's humanoid looking. It has a chin.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the motherly figure?
No.
No.
Thin. That one had fuller lips. This one has thin lips and hair. It's a little bit curly. You can see the hair, but it's a mask.
Does
covering
she
the hair.
look old or aged or young or just the bottom part?
You see the bottom part, only lips and more. It's depicting someone that's fairly young. Probably doesn't have a loose chin or wrinkles. But as you see and watch this,
Is it anything written?
something happens. You examine the carvings at this point. Please give me a perception when this happens.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay. I need to rub this on.
16.
16.
8.
13.
There are different carvings. It's a bit unclear, but Shak, you can see that maybe depicts 18, 12, 8,
16.
16. So Shak and maybe Kate. It depicts a skull that cries, a river, and some other water and river elements. And as you look, and in the middle of the night, this eerie sound emanates, and in a few moments, the totem glows ever so slightly. Gold.
Gold.
Gold. And it transforms into a carving of a man with dreadlocks and curious pupilless eyes, a square beard, and strong cheekbones, and other motifs and to the base of the totem.
Do the motifs on him resemble in any way what's on the axis?
Investigation.
By the way, how are Jen's lips?
My what?
Your lips. How are they?
I would say average.
Okay.
Like not thin, not full.
Okay.
Like
14.
Normal.
14. So with the 14, you easily see that so as clear resemblance. There are solar motifs on the base of the totem. You see the head, and then on the big chunk of wood, you see solar motifs resembling the ones that you have on the handle of the axis.
I point this out to everyone. I hold out like the handle to.
When this happened, you said it is midnight. Can I discern what
Time it is?
Yeah.
Give me a nature.
Is it with advantage because it's during the night?
Yes. Kate, are you okay?
It's 10.
I mean, it's during the hours of the night. Midnight could be 1, 2, maybe it's a few hours until dusk.
Did they change probably?
What's the time?
It's midnight, but it looks like it changed. I don't know.
I want to start inspecting the actual totem, like after it shifted.
Investigation.
Does the night look
I
the
will
same
help
like
you.
it looked before?
Very interesting question. Nature.
I would also like to nature.
I say look
40.
for rating.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So
Thank
you
you.
know, you
I
look
know.
at the skies often, especially in Corvus Cult and in
Natural 24.
Greenwell.
Wow.
And you know that the stars, usually the only regular patterns are that of the moon and of the sun. But usually the stars are interchangeable, that, you know, some believe that there is solars over there. They're alive and they change patterns and form different constellations. Each night, maybe they persist several nights in a row, and this means something. You know this from Hebdom. But you notice, in comparison, that this particular night has a lot of activity, like a lot of stars just interchanging and moving and forming constellations, and you just can't see nor the moon on the sky nor the creeping of the dusk.
Does the sky look different to you?
I don't know what it is, but can't you see there's no moon? And we can't see any signs of the sky, of the sun either. And look at the stars; they seem off. They're doing something strange. I've never seen them move so fast.
They must definitely be doing something with that book.
Do you think that time is actually passing faster now?
Faster.
Yes, maybe we don't perceive it I mean, we remain the same, but the time passes over us quicker.
Let's
In a
hope we
way.
find out once we reach Jen's settlement.
We will have to disguise you a little bit, maybe.
Why? Am I too ugly for your settlement?
No, but usually
Oh yes, I remember.
humans don't, visit us often or ever.
You have some fake teeth on you. 'Cause I got slightly pointy ears, and maybe.
I'll use the cloak that I used the first time I went in your village.
Yep.
You put the cloaks on, and which road do you take, left or right?
So there's no indication on the. Well, by the way, the investigation check was 7. So I'm imagining that me and Jen start looking at it, and then we're pushing each other, like we start bickering, and it's it doesn't result into anything productive.
Yeah, exactly what happens.
I would like to check.
Throwing sand in your face.
Throwing dirt in yours.
Just push us facing dirt. I'd like to check if there's any difference between one road and the other, if one of them has been threaded more often than the other.
The one in the left is obviously more worn out, and it's slightly wider. It's a bit more well kept. Even the trees that frame the road are clean and cut, where the other is more savage.
Jen, do you know which is the way to...
Yeah, but of course, do I know?
No, you had a very poor roll.
Of course, I know. It's always to the left. Like my girl Beyonce says.
So you take the left road and you move further. And you walk.
Does anything seem familiar to me? Because
Nothing.
I have a huge guilt building up in my...
Nothing.
gut.
You don't recognize anything. Not even the totem, not even the crossroads, not even the trees, even the vegetation. It's very confusing. Is this the green forest or is this the midnight one? You've been in both.
I'm so glad you knew the way, Jen.
To be
I couldn't have picked the right one.
to be completely frank, I'm surprised too that I knew the road.
That doesn't spark a lot of confidence, but I tend to believe that we did choose the right one because this one definitely seemed more, well, circulated.
You hear in the distance. There's some wolves probably passing by. And as you walk a bit further, you see at a point in the dead of the night a wood sign.
A wood sign?
Yeah.
What is it written on the wood sign?
You read, it's in common. It says the Purple Road.
Have I heard of the Purple Road before?
History.
Has any one of us?
History.
History.
What's up with the rolls, man?
I don't know.
It's a
I rolled
15.
13.
You haven't.
13. No, less.
17.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh no.
Hey! Hi, this is.
And you advance a bit further and you see you have to cross over a river, and it has this bridge that is snapped, and just snapped. Something fell over it, and how do you cross?
What's the distance?
To jump, 20. The river is quite wide. It's about 20 feet wide, and it looks rather deep. It has the small, smooth, clean water, and the bridge is partially usable until the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can get us across.
And I say, wait, pushing to which one of you is in front, my hand against your chest. I'm a bit paranoid. And looking down on the river, how does the water look?
Give me a perception.
With advantage because it's midnight.
Yeah.
Wow.
5.
12. With advantage.
The water looks rather normal. It looks exactly like most rivers look near Valbois. It's clean. It has a certain vibe to it. It feels. You can see a fish every now and then.
Okay, we are good to go.
So I'm looking for a suitable place and the perfect tree that I can fell over the river. so that we
Okay,
can cross
there's
on
a
it.
big sturdy tree next to the river, and you think if you could like give it a strong push or just cut it off, it can and direct it properly, it can fell over the river.
No problem. So I take my 2 hand axes and I chop with both.
Strength check, please, for the whole.
Straight or athletics?
You know, athletics. Give me athletics. And you see like Gregory just pushing with the axes and chopping wood.
It's a natural one for a total of
You get advantage.
8.
Yeah.
Or can I use my special carpenter's
Yes,
skills?
definitely, and add your
Okay.
proficiency modifier.
So that's a 9 plus a 9, 18.
Yeah, but what I forgot to tell you is you get advantage because this is what you did all your life. Chop wood. Like if it's not something that Gregory is good at, apart from emboldening people, is this
Yep.
Causing people to with
with
advantage yell
advantage it's a 9?
Well, I rolled the second one. I kept the first one. Yeah. So a total of 18 for the
Okay,
check.
so at 18 you see Gregory, even though he is tired, chopping the wood and the tree trunk, it's about to fall, catch it with a strength and just direct it, and the DC will be 15.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Strength.
Strength. So if it's an athletics, I pass.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. So how much is it?
It's a 9 plus 7. It's a 16.
16. Barely. You're tired, so you're barely catching it and just huddle it and throw it over the river with effort. And as he does this, he starts sweating and the wind blows into your nostrils. It's a smell so irresistible. Smells of deep honey and wormwood as this man is just crunching and pushing. Kate, also for you, like this is like very hubba. What he even took off his shirt like to have a bit more flexibility, and he is putting it. And apart from this, are you tying some strings?
I'll keep your shirt on so it can pop,
We can also.
I would do whatever. Gregory would do whatever he knows that can help.
Including taking off his shirt.
Well, of course.
It works better. So you're taking a rope out of your backpack and you're making a few knots. So it's also now part, and you can roll me with carpenter tools to see how good of a job you did.
I try to hide like how impressed I am that he's doing
Deception.
this.
25.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so he's doing a marvelous job. Maybe it was a bit difficult with him being tired with chopping down the tree, but now he's tying the whole trunk to the former bridge and making, holding supports with ropes. Handrails with the rope and tying it together, and even looks very nicely crafted. He even sculpts a little bit with his axe very roughly, and it's very sturdy.
It's a 13.
13.
I want to distract the attention and just make fun of
insight.
check.
Actually, I'll tell you what Chuck does.
12.
Haha, barely. Like Kate is maybe glancing a little bit, but now she's interacting with Chuck. That
You suddenly see, like, as I was giving you this disapproving look, and I was getting ready to do something. Like, you suddenly see Chuck like twitching a bit, and he pushes you aside, and you see him like heading towards Gregory. And Chuck comes and picks you up like this, and you see like there's a lot of like drool and saliva like coming from Chuck's mouth, and you see it starting to enlarge like to a very unnatural size, and you feel a bit of a shake. And do you try to escape or something?
No, but I will. I will put the axe with the back of the axe between your jaws.
He would try to like block your jaws with his axe.
Hinge.
Basically, you can
Biting on
taste
it
it.
and throwing it away and trying to grab it out of your hand and throw it away.
I dodge from the axe.
Not only her.
I think some rolls need to be done.
Yeah, maybe. Give me. I don't know what this is, and to simplify it, grappling contest.
It's athletics. contest.
Athletics, yeah.
I was about to make fun of you for being infatuated with him, but
It's
you're taking it to the next level, boy.
it's
17.
20.
20 with 17. So you're trying to shield yourself from his jaws with the hand
Yeah,
of
keep
with
them occupied.
Yeah, keep the jaws occupied with your axe. You're holding him, and as you guys do this, he's throwing your axe for dramatic effect, and
Like I growl for a bit and then I put him down. Good job on the bridge. And you see
You
him
have
like moving, trying to move away. You know, like something is definitely not right, and he's struggling with something.
Next time a hand check would suffice.
You have a very weird way showing your appreciation.
Well, what do I know? In my culture, appreciation is shown by letting someone live.
Well, yes, but you don't go to first base with them.
What is first base?
I'm not going to teach you that. No, thank you.
Shall we go?
Yes, you are wasting our time on nonsense.
You are by hugging him when he doesn't want to be hugged. He was just trying to build a bridge.
Let's go. And
I
I
will
walk
be
on.
last on the bridge.
so you're passing the bridge. You're
I'm
last.
first.
As I'm last passing the bridge, I would like, because I feel this surge of power going through my veins, like almost static, and my whole body is buzzing with this strange power. I feel strong. I feel unbeatable, and I feel like I want to show off. And you know how normally Gregory put the tree trunk and the handrails on this direction, and you should go like on a funnel? I'm gonna step on the side of the trunk and go on a lateral way.
So Jen is
The
just.
trunk rotates and then you drop.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
drop.
no, you wouldn't.
So Jen just shows off as she's walking on not flat surfaces.
Yeah, I would walk on a vertical plane, let's say, just sliding forward to the other side of the river.
And as you walk, you're feeling a little bit tired. It has been 24 hours since you, at least, your body sleep.
Close?
Hmm?
Is it Valbois close?
You can tell. But you know what's close? In the distance, you see dawn starting to rise.
But I want to figure out.
And you realize from the positioning of the sun,
Yeah.
because the sun is rather close to this world, that you're more west-north than Valbois is.
I think we took the wrong path.
Oh no.
We need to go like this. Maybe.
And the road goes a little bit like this.
It goes in that direction. Okay. It's good.
I suppose it's understandable. We can't all be expected to know the right way. Do you want to continue right now, or do you want to make a break?
Perhaps a break would be so fitting given the fact that you are clearly not remembering the way correctly. I'd rather get lost on a good day's sleep.
Okay, d'accord. I'm just gonna go a bit in the nature. A bit further than they are. Maybe they're setting camp, I don't know. And I would like to tap in my primal awareness and sense if within a mile I find any aberration, celestial dragon, elemental flame fins, especially undead.
Let's
Which
see
is-
how much is a mile
Mileage.
in kilometers.
1.6.
Face celestial fiend undead. We don't have fiends in this world.
Oh. Okay, but undead, I'm focusing on vampires.
1 kilometer, no. Nothing.
1.6 kilometers actually.
Yes, nothing.
That does change anything.
Okay. That's it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna go and start, lighting a fire and rolling out my bedroll and all that.
I'd like to check for tracks. Sorry, you can go first.
Because I wanted to say that we should take turns and take watch. One by one, or do we do it in pairs? I think I'd rather do it in pairs since, well,
If we gather tight a little, maybe we can have more cover. And I take the hammer, and I hit with the hilt the ground.
This great, splendid sound emits as the hammer hits the ground.
And you see a shrub growing out of the ground, and it grows very quickly into something that's large enough to provide cover.
And
okay.
Interesting.
Hopefully
How
that
did you
didn't-
do that?
This hammer,
You just knew that if you hit the ground, boom, voila, shrub will appear.
I can sense it,
Interesting.
but I'm afraid we're gonna have to let go of the fire.
It's okay.
So we'll try to put our sleeping bags beneath the shrub and try to get covered by it. And hopefully Gregory doesn't snore loudly. And we'll be safe.
so you gather under the shrub. What do you want to do? Something else? Do you want to pair?
I think it would be simpler if we stay one by one because we can rest faster like this.
Sure, I can take the first watch.
I can take the second.
I will take the third.
Yes, we should let Gregory sleep. I mean, after all, he did build a bridge.
Next time maybe I'll try a boat.
Okay.
So you take the first watch. Yep. Do you want to do something else special for your watch, apart from giving a perception?
No, I'm gonna just rack my head about the memory that I saw with the small creature with the child. And still wonder why. Did I actually check how many times Kate was written on the wall? Do we know?
You didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't ask.
I didn't ask, yeah.
Perception?
Yes, it's an 18.
So with an 18, you see a few dragonflies just flying in the distance. You see a morning, which is their time of the day. A morning, a dawn, a rooster in the distance. Gonna be sleeping and sighing in her sleep.
Fly away, little guy. We know what's gonna happen.
You hear a few frogs since you're close to the river. Your time and your watch passes uneventful. Next.
I'll take my watch, and as part of the watch, I would like to cook 2 things. Let's say close pastries with cheese, because this is all I have left, like a bit of flour to make the dough and some cheese. That will give to temp HP.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
So you make some pastries with cheese. perception with disadvantage since you're doing also something else.
Nine.
Nothing seems to pass by. You're making a little bit of fire to cook those pastries. Smoke goes in the air. But other than this is fine.
Before I go to sleep, I will smother the fire.
You smother the fire. 6 hours have passed and now it's full midday as Jen is going to sleep. And waking up is...
I mean, yeah, Shark just rises up from as you tap him, or I don't know how you interact with him sitting like this.
Did somebody put a cloth over his face?
I'm gonna go. It's time to wake asleep.
He just turns his head like this. And then I look at the midday sun and I say, what a horrible time of day to be awake.
I agree.
And I rise up and start stretching myself and wait for her to actually go to sleep.
You go to sleep. You're very tired, fairly fast. There's still 3 hours left out of your rest. What do you guys do?
Okay, so I take Vaj from the leather pouch and I give him a little piece of meat.
He comes out playing.
Yeah, and I very softly tap his head. I also inspect Vaj to see if he has grown a bit or not.
Look at him.
Yeah,
Nature.
like making sure it's
Nature.
normal development. It's a 12.
So with the 12 and the 3.5 days that you have him, maybe it's 4 days now.
Oh, it's been so little?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. In that case,
He looks a bit. He looks happy.
does he look kind of healthy? That's the.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And as I inspect Vaj, and as I put him back and gently pet him, I look into the distance and say, "You know, Vaj, as we have escaped from the cave, things are not the same. I feel something now. I feel a connection. You know, it's something I have not seen before." And then Shark will go and let's see who's the first one I see. Kate. I go towards Kate and I very intently focus. And what happens is that Shark starts bleeding out a bit out of his mouth, out of his eyes as he's really focusing. And then suddenly his eyes... Huh?
Am I asleep?
Yeah, everyone is.
And
Oh my god, we're
And,
stupid, you
I,
guys. We're living over.
my eyes turn a bit reddish in color, and as I look, I suddenly start mimicking with my hand the exact heartbeat of Kate. And slowly as I look, Shark sees her entire blood flow inside of her moving, going back, any wounds, conditions, including what she has eaten. Is there anything, as I do this inspection, is there anything I see out of place as I'm focusing on her?
She is rather tired, a bit wounded. Her heartbeat is slow as she's resting. She has eaten recently a piece of fermented cheese that doesn't agree with her and her stomach. And she feels very healthy. She has strong muscle bones and she's especially suited for smooth and fast movements.
Yes, Vash. I see what I see inside them. I see the secrets of their flesh. How easy it would be to wring their little necks. Let's not get us ahead of ourselves. And I put Vash back and I continued having this and focusing and trying to get used to this. And my watch goes on uneventfully. You don't know that.
Perception.
My watch might go off. Oh, it's a 23.
Okay, with the 23, you see something in the shadows, hidden deep in the forest. And this is going by the end of your watches. Their sleep patterns and their breathing gets a bit uneven. But you see something in the distance in the forest. First you hear this, and then 2 orange intense yellow eyes glimp in the distance.
Our friend Vash has arrived. Let's see, this time. I put Vash back into the pouch and pet him one more time. And with a bit of shaking, Shaq turns and walks in that direction.
Leaving us completely unprotected.
Protected.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The snake comes along and...
And as you approach, it's you get closer and closer and farther from your colleagues, about 100 feet, and you hear a distant goyos. It's very ominous.
Yet familiar?
Yet familiar, and as you approach, behind those big orange-yellow eyes, you see a creature so large with a big head, a lupine head, with a long serpentine tongue and intense orange-red eyes, and its huge body, just emerges from a cave, and you can't see its end, but it's long and it's going for at least another 300 feet inside of the cave. This beast has no wings, no claws, and it's enormous. And it says, Uruz. And you hear in your mind, Shark. It has been so long and a while. Feed strong mother.
I know what you are referring to. And I plan on proceeding there immediately. I just need the right time. The right time means you also get to keep your power investment and not have it wasted.
Wow.
But I also yearn for it.
We're gonna see. I wanna meet him. And the huge lupine head just starts coiling with its massive body, shaking the ground of the forest, retrieving in the cave. The last thing that you see is the intense orange-yellow eyes just going into the darkness of the cave.
Okay. Shock was a bit left, like, I'm guessing he just retreats unceremoniously. I don't get to actually continue the conversation.
You can... Maybe.
I could have. I mean, I got the feeling that it just went away. And I was like,
went away, but you can, like, say your last words. I don't know. Maybe something happens.
Save yourself. No.
Were you aware this meeting was going to happen so late, as you call it?
Nothing.
And as I turn back, I again talk to Vash. Soon, Vash. Soon we will feast.
I suppose you say that in snake language or whatever you two talk.
I speak a kind of a weird dialect of it that also has a bit of common intertwined with it.
Okay.
But it's really soft and close, and I speak to it so that, you know, the size difference would not bother him. So it's really soft and small, as if I would talk to a very small creature I don't want to startle. Like soft and low volume.
And the big creature that we know his name.
The what? Who?
The big creature,
Yeah.
the serpentine huge creature with a wolf head that retrieved, spoke into your mind. Apart from Horus.
What did he speak into my?
What he said to you, it was in your mind. You heard it in your mind.
Yeah. So there's no actual sound.
Okay.
I spoke to it normally.
Childer Tom Riddle. What do you do next? You start waking up. Yes?
I return from the woods.
It's been 9 hours. Do you want? You can split it in 2 hours each, and you can also have
I don't understand.
So what I understood from you guys planning, it was 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, and they let you sleep 9 because you were so exhausted after the tree. This is what I got.
Okay.
But if you'd like,
So when I wake up,
yeah,
I'm ready to start my shift, and I see that they let me oversleep.
What are you doing?
50. Did we miss
Your
our
shift?
the creature starts giving like little kisses in the air, tumbling, and then squeezing your cheek in a sort of affectionate way, and just tumbling and shifting from pink to violet, pink, violet.
Oh, ain't that cute?
Yes, very. Next time, Shifty. And he understands the assignment, and he shifts into himself, but with a shield and a sword.
Shifty.
Shifty, yeah.
You see the creature that has an amorphous body just manifest a sort of hand, a pod, I don't know, it's an extremity that burst into having a shield and then mimicking a sword. It's like this amorphous body that has, out of its own matter, a shield and a sword.
It's a mini-me.
As we wake up, me and I see also Kate awake. I will hand Kate very discreetly. I can roll a stealth of hand, and she can do that too. A pastry of the 2 I made earlier, and 1 I will eat it myself.
Sleight of hand. It's a 6. How much did you roll?
I didn't roll.
She doesn't need to roll. It's just your roll.
Okay.
They can roll perception to see that you're sneaking pastries to Kate.
You can definitely see that she's trying to be discreet, but this pastry is so huge, it's bigger than her hand.
She's
Like, you try to shove it in my mouth?
No,
or-
to give it in your hand and be. It is. I tell you in English. Eat this. We women must stay strong together.
Eat this. Women must stay strong together.
Eat this. We women must stay strong together.
No, I'm kidding.
I think I trust you, but not entirely. Does it, and then I say in common, like, does it have moldy cheese? Because I think my body's still going through yesterday's one.
It
I
has
don't like it.
It has a different type of cheese now. This is camembert.
So it's not moldy.
It's worse.
It's a different.
Do you have anything without cheese? I might not tolerate it that
This
well.
is the only thing I have left. I don't know where my baguette went.
I know where it went. God damn it, Lucius.
I will smack that little
I
human
will
over
not-
his
After-
ball-shaped.
After I
Haircut.
kill him, because no,
They can smack it when it's dead.
will pay.
Of course. Are you going to eat that or not?
Lucius.
Sure, I'm kind of hungry anyway.
You get 2 temporary HP.
Do you answer to Shaq's joke, Lucius?
To eat Lucius?
Why would you care at this
Maybe.
point?
We can eat Lucius too. It's
I was joking myself as well.
Do you continue?
Yes.
Oh, your road?
Yeah.
So you start laughing, packing, going in a direction, nature's or survival's again. It's midday still. It's with the disadvantage.
It's with disadvantage.
Wow.
I rolled a 4 again.
It's a 14.
Lucky you.
Okay. So guided by
I rolled a 5, natural 1.
Okay, so guided by Gregory and Shifty, you recognize the stream, the hearing of the river, and then how the sun appears as it's midday and setting towards west. You realize you have went too far northwest, so you're going backwards. And you're following the same road that's curving and meandering through the forest, and starting from after, I don't know, a couple of hours after you waken up and started the road, you see in the distance an imposing fortress standing proudly, its vastness dominating over the lush green vegetation and the landscape of its surrounding. And you see, as you get closer and closer, you see like a belt of villages and farmlands encircling this formidable structure. And you get closer and closer, and 1 hour passes, 1 hour and a half too, and the mighty walls they are crafted from dark stone that you see in the midday light that now turns towards dusk, shimmer with golden hue and stretches towards the skyline. And above you discern a star that's sort of being vigilant above, and you see a blue river meandering and cutting through the formidable walls, and it adds a certain peace, a touch of peace to the scene. And within this expansive wall, behind, further away, a palace emerges with subtly visible white structures in the distance. And the fortress is so big and massive, it stretches toward the whole horizon, and you think it might take up maybe just a few hours to go around it. And you proceed, walk further and further, and you keep seeing the wood sign, Purple Road, and you draw nearer, and it has a gate, and you get closer. Another hour passes, and you see this majestic centerpiece, this majestic statue. You see it's crafted of bronze. It's an imposing figure that appears to be an ordinary man at first glance. And as you get closer and closer and inspect it, you reveal that it has bony features and a thin beard and a bowl-shaped cut.
Oh my
and
god.
The statue depicts a man adorned with fabulous robes and cradling a book in its arms, and its teeth resembles striking Lucius.
Fuck me.
What do you do?
I take my bow and arrow and try to put one right, like underneath his bowl cuts.
Are there people around us?
You see guards.
But what race are they?
You have to get closer.
I try to stop Kate and say, not now.
By all means, shoot the arrow, alert everyone. You will love dungeons.
So stop with your logical arguments, okay?
I'm gonna pass through the statue and just slap my hand over it.
As you get closer to the statue and slap the hand over it
and say, oh, I'm so clumsy.
A man, a guard, approaches. You see it's human looking and has a green shield and armor adorned with 7 aligned astrals, and a green shield with a tree upon it, a massive tree. And he says, with a friendly gesture, "Good day, travelers. Welcome to Green Spring, the capital jewel of the Green Kingdom." And we're gonna end the session here.
Ah, goddammit.
Fuck.
I hope we left on a cliffhanger, and I thank you guys so much for this roller coaster. I hope you understand something of this mysterious situations coming one after another. Thank you so much to you guys who made the end of this video and stick with us. It really helps us if you click the like button, if you leave a comment, and if you subscribe. You have just made our day, right guys? Yeah.
Each subscribe and like for us is a subscribe and like against Lucius.
Yeah.
And the more we get, the more we're gonna kill him.
Since we're talking about comments, you can leave your thoughts and comments and questions, because next week we're gonna have an After Dice session. What's an After Dice? Is our brand new show, reality talk show that's mixed with questions, games, and laughs, and a lot of information. You get to see how are we adorable geeks in our day-to-day nerdy life. Tune in next Sunday at 5 p.m. UTC. YouTube Dicesylvania, and 2 weeks from now we're gonna see how it goes with episode 4 of VIM, The Tale of Immortality. I'm very excited. We're gonna have more surprises. What is the Green Kingdom? Where did Martis took Hebdom and Lucius? Who survived? Who dies? Thank you, Serenscape. Thank you, Rolling Hills Craft. Thank you, Pixabay. We wish you good day, good night, and don't let the vampires bite.